On June 3rd, 2017, National Trails Day, I joined a group of mountain bikers in Silver Spring, Maryland, celebrating the reopening of the Northwest Branch trails to mountain bikers. Most of the trails already existed there for many years, but recent updates to the park policy finally allowed them to be redesignated as shared use trails. So now, hikers, mountain bikers, and equestrians can all share the trails together.
I'm Dave Scull, the oldest living mountain biker.
For many years, myself and other mountain bike advocates, such as Joe Fritsch from MORE, which is the largest mountain bike group in the Washington, D.C. area, had appealed to the Montgomery County Parks Commission for equal access to natural surface trails for mountain bikes.
So this is one of the big steps with the Northwest Branch Trail being open, becoming a multi-use trail and now allowing bikes as well as horses and hikers. It's great to see this step taken, and it's been worth putting in the time and the effort and the meetings. At the same time, there is still an awful lot more to do. We need more people going to meetings and letting parks know that we're here, we live in the county, we want trails, we want to be able to ride from our houses, we don't want to have to put our bike in a car to drive to a trail to ride a bicycle. So it's important to continue with the advocacy work so we can get more trails closer to home and better connections throughout the county.
Things began to change when local leaders, who also happened to enjoy riding trails, took a closer look at the discrepancy and moved to change the policy. Casey Anderson, chair of the Montgomery County Parks Commission, oversaw the policy changes.
This is an exciting day for me because over a decade ago I had asked around about access for bikes and improving the trail network here, and was told even by the advocates who've been working on this before I ever even thought of getting involved, that it wasn't even worth trying, that it couldn't be done. And I got involved in bike advocacy, especially around mountain bikes. I got more involved in the Parks Department and the Planning Department, and eventually wound up on the Park and Planning Commission. And so partly as a result of my initiative, and partly as a result of some of the folks on the park staff recognizing that maybe bicycles hadn't been fully accommodated in ways that would make sense and were reasonable, there was a park trails plan revision that was launched, and over a course of about 5 years, working with advocates from all different perspectives, not just mountain bikes, but equestrians and hikers and people who are interested in stewardship of the natural resources, we came up with what I think is a really strong consensus plan to expand access to all user groups, including bikes and horses, while still maintaining the environmental sustainability of our trail system, and in fact to expand it to provide better service, more opportunities to get into nature in every part of the county. And so it's really gratifying and amazing to see that this day is here, and we've opened up access to bikes, and we've got new trails going in, and we're doing that in an environmentally responsible way.
You know, it means a lot to have Casey as chair of the planning board, as you can imagine.
Montgomery County Councilman Hans Raymer, the only mountain biker on the county council, joined Casey in the effort.
Casey Anderson and I have been friends for a while, and we really kind of became friends in part through our mutual interest in biking. And we met, and then we started to go on rides together, and then we were both bike commuting into DC together. And Casey really seized on the biking issue, and he showed how to make a difference as an advocate. And I came along behind Casey and was elected to the county council, and then said, you know, let's do something here. We've got real possibilities. Casey was already putting in motion the idea that Montgomery County is going to have the best bikeways master plan for a suburban community in this whole country. And working with MORE, working with Casey, working with individual bikers, we've found opportunities to use the county budget process to add funds for programs. As someone who grew up biking and who spent a lot of time, hiking and riding on trails, I have a passion for recreational use of our outdoors. As a council member, I have a chance to do something about that. And working with our planning commission, I am trying very hard to articulate a vision for making Montgomery County one of the best places to live for people who love to bike. And whether that's biking on the road getting to work or biking in the park system, you know, I would love to see us at a place where wherever you live in Montgomery County, you're 15 minutes from, you know, an endless mountain bike ride that is safe and fun. And, you know, we're working towards that goal.
Equal access to trails has arrived in Montgomery County, Maryland.